What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another great video with Simone.
And your boy Dylan. Yeller.
Today, guys, we're talking about cardiac Kemba.
Is he really cardiac Kemba still? Because he didn't look too much like it in the playoffs.
Now, my sister's a Celtics fan, guys. I tried to tell her Kemba never played in prime time like that before. Was the spotlight too big for Kemba?
I think it was, because you look at Kemba's numbers. This is his playoff stats. 19.6 points per game. That's a little down from, Kemba's average numbers. 5.1 assists per game. Shot 44% from the field. Not terrible, but only 31% from three. That's kind of glaring. And Kemba had some opportunities to have some big games and some big moments, but he didn't.
And when you really look at the Celtics team, mind you, very young team in my opinion, there were games in the playoffs, plenty of games, where Jason Tatum had to take over to get the win. Plenty of games where the Celtics were looking flat and Jaylen Brown going to turn up for one quarter. He's going to turn it up to pick up the pace. Get some clutch steals, go down, get the dunk, whatever he had to do to jazz up.
Marcus Smart
as well. There was plenty of times where the Celtics looked dead and Marcus Smart took over. He cussed them guys out in the locker room. I can't think of a time where I'm like, okay, Kemba's taking over for the Celtics. And mind you, the Celtics got Kemba to take them over the hump.
Kemba was supposed to be that last piece. He was supposed to fit in and get them over the hump, get them to the championship. Granted, they did go further than they did last year, making it to the Eastern Conference Finals. But the Celtics are looking for finals appearances, all right? Eastern Conference Finals is not going to cut it for the Celtics, especially in the East that was wide open. So let me give you some numbers for Kemba. Now, he did have some pretty good games. Game 4 versus Philly, which Philly was very discombobulated. I'm not taking nothing away from Kemba, but Philly wasn't a normal Philly.
Y'all know that.
Ben Simmons wasn't there. You know that. So game 4 against his Philly closeout game, he did have 32 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. That's good. Potential closeout game. Kemba stepped up, got the job done. Okay. Game 1 versus the Raptors, had 18 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. 18 points, 10 assists, 3 rebounds. Not bad. He had a double-double. Pretty good. Game 3 versus Philly. Going back to the Philly series again. Gonna go up 3-0. So, kind of a big game. 24 points, 4 assists, 8 rebounds. Solid. Not nothing crazy, but solid. But his bad games were way more glaring and way worse spots than his good games.
And mind you, his bad games, the fact that we can go into the playoff series and pick out times where he was above average, not a
yeah.
You didn't see the fierceness in him. Like I said, you can pick up times where you're like, okay, Jaylen Brown is putting his team on his back for the next 10 minutes. You can pick up times where you saw Jason Tatum. You saw it for the Heat. Bam goes off. Hero goes off. Jimmy goes off. Somebody is going off. Kemba never was that guy for the Celtics. And mind you, they got Kemba, kind of was going to be, okay, he can take us farther than Kyrie Irving took us. And he took them farther health-wise.
Right.
He stayed healthy, whereas Kyrie might not have. But was Kemba was Kemba what they wanted him to be?
I'm going to say not really. Listen to this. Game 6 versus the Toronto Raptors. Mind you, yes, they did win this series, but this is Game 6, a potential closeout game. Boston was up 3-1, and these were 3-2. These were Kemba's numbers: 5 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. Kemba, 5 points, and mind you, that game ended in Toronto winning 125-122 in double overtime. Kemba. And mind you, I think Jason Tatum had like 39 points. Jaylen Brown had 31. 5, Kemba?
And not to mention, guys, there were so many times, I wish we had the rights to pull up highlights and pull up plays, lowlights, but there were so many times where Kemba, the Celtics went down to the wire with the Raptors. The Celtics went down to the wire with the Heat. There were so many times where Kemba was just missing open shots when the Celtics needed them the most.
That 3-point shot was baroque the whole series against Toronto and baroque the whole series against Miami.
When the Celtics needed him the most, y'all, his cardiac heart was not beating. let's talk about the Celtics fans, because Celtics fans are obviously mighty disappointed. In my opinion, remove Kemba Walker. Obviously, your expectations for Kemba Walker should be broken. You should be upset with Kemba.
Right.
But Celtics team, the Celtics went very far. They're a very young team, spirited. Like we said, Marcus Smart is about it. Jaylen Brown is about it. Jason Tatum's about it. Given that they keep their same core, y'all know how the NBA work. Y'all know how the NBA work with the moving trades. They know everybody gone tomorrow. The Celtics could definitely get back there. What do you think about Kemba's future in the Celtics? Mind you, sorry, I'm going on. Kemba said in his final presser, we had a lot of fun. Kemba, baby, you ain't in Charlotte no more. You ain't there to have fun.
You there to win chips.
You're there to win in Boston. You had a lot of fun, yes, because you had the most primetime games you've ever had in your whole life.
Exactly. You have fun.
Exactly.
But
Jason Tatum, PS.
Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, they all been there before.
They're right, and they were there to win. So what do you think about Kemba's future in Boston?
I mean, I think obviously it's going to continue. I mean, this is only the first year. I think he has like a 3 or 4 year deal. Can't remember off the top of my head. So Kemba's going to be there for a little bit. I don't see them trading him or anything like that because there was progression. And the Boston did take a step forward, making it to the Eastern Conference Finals. So Kemba's going to be there for the foreseeable future. But he has to do better. Going into next season, there's a target on his back because Jason Tatum showed out the whole playoffs, the whole time in that bubble. Jason Tatum showed he was about it, looking like a young Kobe Bryant. I mean, Jason Tatum had times where he took over games. He was playing lights out, and that was multiple games. Not just 1 or 2 or 3 games like Kemba. Jason Tatum balled out in every single series. Jason Tatum at least had 2 games in every series where it was just like, wow, this guy's putting on the show. So, and Jaylen Brown had very promising moments. Marcus Smart did his thing, bringing the defense, the energy, doing exactly what Boston paid him to do. And one thing real quick that the Boston Celtics can kind of look forward to a silver lining. You didn't have Gordon Hayward for most of the series.
When Gordon came back, what'd he do?
He only had 2 games to play. Something like that. But anyways, Gordon Hayward,
you've been there before. You've been with that team.
Okay, but Gordon can still contribute, and he might have made a difference. You never know. All I'm saying is, Kemba, when Jason's number was called, he answered the bell. When Jaylen Brown's number was called, he answered the bell. Marcus Smart answered the bell. You did not. A target is going to be on your back next season when the Celtics are in the playoffs, because they will be back. And when y'all are in that position to make that championship run, you better be cardiac Kemba again. I better see more of them UConn step backs, game winners than I saw in these playoffs, because I really didn't see it. So Kemba, you gotta step up. There's a target on your back. We see it now. We giving you this 1 year. We giving you this 1 year because yes, you haven't been in these playoff positions before. This ain't Charlotte no more, like Simone said. You in Boston, you winning chips. You better get your act together.
All right, now let me eat into Kemba one last time before we end this call. Kemba was that dude in Charlotte. I told you I did my internship with the Charlotte Hornets. Kemba plastered everywhere, but Kemba had no expectations.
Nope.
But Wednesday, family 4-pack night, we just hear no expectations for our team. Just come out and smile.
Not a Wednesday family 4-pack.
You know what I'm saying? He had no real expectations in Charlotte. Kemba, of course, this is his first year with some real expectations outside of college. We all know the stage is very different from college to the pros. Kemba, you're in Boston now. They're here to win. I'm sure Marcus Smart is yanking at his collar, cussing and fussing in that group chat with the Celtics. But Kemba, like we said, we've seen your potential. We've seen what you can do. Now that the lights is turned on, wake up. We're definitely going to be tuned into Kemba. Like I said, he never played in prime time before, y'all. He ain't playing so many back-to-back real games. I mean, has he ever played in a real game?
Yikes. He been to the playoffs twice with the
Hornets, but okay, the conference finals though with the Celtics, that fan base, there's no real fan base in Charlotte.
That's a fact.
Half the people in North Carolina don't even know that North Carolina has a team.
And the Charlotte Hornets have no type of history compared to the Boston Celtics.
They don't make any.
With
first
17 banners up there.
Half of North Carolina doesn't even know the Hornets exist. The other half still think it's called the Bobcats.
Oh no.
Lastly, the Hornets never make any moves to win. And Jordan, respect him. He's the GOAT. He's making his coin regardless off them family 4-packs.
And look,
they never make any moves to win.
And now that
he's
Michael
never
Jordan
had expectations to win like he has in Boston. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video.
I got one more thing to say real quick. And now that Michael Jordan, real quick, just about the Charlotte Hornets. Now that Michael Jordan, you thought he wasn't paying y'all no mind before. Now they got that NASCAR to deal with. Boy, y'all, Charlotte Hornets, y'all might as well just, everybody that's halfway decent and got some more potential on there, y'all might as well request a trade because he not paying y'all no mind no more with dealing with that NASCAR, boy. Y'all finna be the, y'all finna be the redheaded stepchild. Yeah,
they colors fire though. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let us know what you want to see in our next video. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.